And now from the Northeast Minneapolis Tool Library, we have Thomas Ebert.
Hi, folks. Really excited to be here today, and thank you for everybody that's been organizing. I got a couple kids over in the childcare right now, so I hear that the video stream is being live fed over there, so I just want to give a shout out to Ben and Ava. I bring them up for a couple of reasons. A couple 6-year-olds that I have from, I guess they heard it. My wife and I had the great pleasure of bringing them home from Ethiopia about 4 years ago. And for me, hearing some of our opening remarks today, that really hit home because for us, like I say, we're lucky to have been able to bring them into our family, and our family extended across the ocean over there, where upon leaving this tumultuous experience and saying thank you to so many people that helped bring them into our family, we had a couple of folks that said, no, that we're thanking you. You are part of our family here now. And so we're lucky enough to be able to take everything that we're talking here today and someday bring that over to our larger family as well. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my little kiddos. But again, I'm Thomas Ebert. I'm the director of the Northeast Minneapolis Tool Library. We're actually transitioning into the Minnesota Tool Library currently so that we can serve more communities than just the Northeast. Yeah, excited about it. Thank you. Okay, and one of our mottos is access over ownership. We don't have to all own it. We just need access to it. There we go. So what is a tool library? It's very much what it sounds like. You put those two words together and you come up with a space where community members can come in, check out tools for home maintenance, community projects, new hobbies, DIY, whatever. We're here to expand people's idea of what you need in your home to get by with your life on a week-to-week, month-to-month, year-to-year basis. It's a means of reducing the material consumption, that we all are stuck in that pattern of consumption. You have a project, you start up a new hobby, and you need the tools that can make that job easier or faster, or hell, we'll just say make it possible, right? You know, sometimes you have something that's broken in your home, a toilet that's leaky, a faucet that needs changing out, maybe a wall that you want to take down just to make it a little bit more livable. The tools that we have in our tool library, they offer an opportunity for people to take on those projects, whereas maybe financially or time-wise, they might not be able to do that. And that right there is a barrier to increasing the value of someone's home, or more so increasing the value of their community. So tool libraries may be new to some of you, but there are over 75 across the North America, US and into Canada. First one was here in Midwest, in Columbus, Ohio. And then it very quickly, and that was in about the mid-90s, the mid-70s. Get stuck, my daughter always says, the old days back in the 90s, which makes me feel old real quick. So back in the mid-70s, when the tool library concept first started out, so it's not a real new idea, but it's really now that it's gained its momentum. So our mission is kind of a long one, so I'll read it: to cultivate a more resilient and equitable community and reduce waste by empowering residents with the access to the tools, to the training, and to the workspaces. And when I say resilient, sometimes people get hung up on that word resilient, and we're offering an opportunity for communities to overcome the environmental or economic disasters that we unfortunately do incur from time to time. So it's an opportunity. Thank you. I want to give a shout to Bryant too, because we do a lot of work in our workshop with salvaged materials. So I think someday I'm going to have to come down and grab some of those doors and windows from you, and maybe get Chicago down to 6.8 pounds per. Okay. That sounds great. So what kinds of tools? I'll just breeze through this. Hand tools, power tools, landscaping tools, woodworking tools. We'll also be branching out now into more home tools like sewing machines and even into kitchen tools. So you have your commercial blenders, your food dehydrators, your ice cream makers, your 50-person dinner sets, your chafing pans, all those things that you have a graduation party, you have an anniversary party, you have a get together and drink booze party. You need to have stuff that you don't need to store all the time. So how does our tool library work? Every tool library is a little bit different, but ours members pay $55 per year. That keeps the lights on, keeps our activities running, and then they have access to what now is about almost 2,500 individual tools, again, ranging from yard maintenance to woodworking to electrical to plumbing. And then they also have access to a workshop space where they can come in, make things, break things, repair things, break them again and repair them again. And then also have access to classes that we offer in woodworking, plumbing, repair, basic home maintenance, and so forth. Today we have a class on how to winterize your yard and garden. Next weekend we'll have a class called Pumpkins and Power Drills where everybody can get Martha Stewarty on their pumpkin and not just have the typical jack-o'-lantern. So it's just like a book library, but with tools. Late fees apply, so don't forget about that. We do $1 a day late fee, so we keep it marginal. You know, it's just enough to keep the tools coming back. So why the hell is this important? Well, it's going to change the world, and it already is. It already is in its own small way, tool library by tool library, but I look at it as very much a generational goal. In a generation, we hope to have tool libraries and libraries of any sort of lending in every community, maybe multiples. I spent time out in Portland, Oregon, which is where I got first exposed to tool libraries. Portland being Portland, they have about 6 or 7 tool libraries. So I came back to Minneapolis here, and sure enough, there wasn't one, so we needed to start one here. And just one by one, we're having an effect where people start to understand we don't have to take all this stuff off the shelves at the retailers just to get the things done that we need to get done, or to take on the new hobbies that we want to take on. So we're expanding the definition of quality of life, and that's changing generation by generation. Reducing material consumption and connecting people on a project by project, need by need basis. I'll breeze past that and just go to my contact information. Again, I think everybody that's involved in making this event happen, we're excited to be growing not only our inventory, but we're moving into a second branch location that is just a stone's throw from where we are today. So we'll have sometime in January, February, we'll have the St. Paul Tool Library started up. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you. So look forward to talking with a lot of you folks, and thanks again.